Hey, what's up, guys? So I was just on TikTok over there, and I have to be very careful with what I say and do over there. So it's a little complicated, and they don't push out my content like they used to. So again, I've already said a few times I'm gonna be a lot more on this channel. So make sure you subscribe. So make sure you subscribe, guys. I'm gonna be posting a lot more information in here, like I have been. If you guys are interested, make sure you click on subscribe. All right, so I'm going to talk over some teams that I like. I'm going to first share, just right off the bat, I'll share two baseball plays that I like. So you want to go to Corbin Carroll to get one hit, and then Christopher Morel to get one hit. If you see my odds right there, I was able to get them at a plus 103. This was one of my best things that I was doing last year, where I'm pairing up two players to get one hit. Same thing I've been doing with hockey. I look at the shots on goal, and then I pair them up, and they've been very solid. Same thing with baseball. So that's the first one. Second one is Luis Arraez and Shohei Ohtani, both of them to get one hit. Right now, you're going to be able to get a lot of value because they're still kind of adjusting and things like that. They just started. But once this gets later into the season, you'll see these odds are going to be decreasing dramatically. So instead of being this 122, it's going to be like a minus 150 or 160 or stuff like that. So it's a little bit harder to be profitable later on. But then I'm also pairing that up with the strikeouts. So, anyways, we'll get to that point once we get to it. But again, the first one is Christopher Morel and Corbin Carroll, and then the second one's going to be Shohei Ohtani and Luis Arraez. These two dudes right here are some of the best batters in baseball. All right. If you haven't done so, guys, go to the link in the description, click on free. Also, make sure you subscribe right here. And if you go to the Discord access, it's only $10, and you'll get access to a lot of the information that I talk about on a daily basis. Let me go in here and talk about basketball now. So I do have some stuff here for NBA. Let me see. I do like the Clippers. I do like the Warriors. I do like the Pistons. So I'll tell you exactly what I'm going with, but I want to kind of talk about it. And I want to kind of clear my mind as well, because I have not looked at this entire slip as of yet. And the reason is because the night before, which is last night, I look at all this stuff. And then this morning, I have a person that comes in the morning and goes through all my scrapers, and he puts it all together in this format here. So once I get this format, I confirm all my numbers. And if everything's still looking solid, then that's when I share it. So if you guys are interested in this format right here, where it's the breakdown of every game, it's called Daily Scraper Data. It's right there on my link in my description. All right, let's get to it. Cavaliers. So if the Cavaliers didn't play yesterday, then I would have went with the Cavaliers. But since they played yesterday, they're going to be tired. I'm actually going with the Pistons, and I'll tell you why. But I'm going to get them at the original opening line of plus 9.5, because they opened at a plus 9.5. They went to a plus 6.5. So what that means is that they were underdog, and now they're less underdog. Now it's actually a plus 5. So it's still dropping. Again, what that means is that it's going into favor. The money is going, not the money, but the line is going into favor of the Pistons. So Pistons are very solid at home. The Cavaliers, you can see right here, they cover spreads 4 of 6. And what that means is that even though they're an awesome team, they don't win by a lot of points. So when they win by less than what they were supposed to win by. Pistons cover spreads. You can see Cavaliers have Mobley, which would be a big hit to them if he's out. He's questionable. And then the big one here is the Cunningham. So a lot of people are going to skip over this just because Cunningham's out. So it might be a contradiction here. I don't know. What I'm telling you is what I'm reading. And what I'm reading is that the Pistons are going to cover the spread. So the problem here is that this guy is out, and that might change everything. So again, you can see the opening line was 9.5. Now it's a minus. It's actually a plus number here. So I'm still training this guy that's doing this. So he kind of messes a few things up sometimes. But you can see it's a 4.5 shift towards Detroit as underdogs. So you would basically what you need to, when you're doing a plus 9.5, that means they can lose as long as they don't lose by 10. All right. I'm not going to even look at the over-unders. 87% of the money's coming on the Cavaliers. Again, they're giving them a lot of juice because they are so powerful, but they're giving no respect to the Pistons. And the Pistons have been solid, covering spreads, winning games, and they're monsters at home. So somebody decides to do a damn milkshake while I'm on live. All right. Sharp money again is on the Pistons. Significant line movement towards the Pistons. Cunningham injury is already factored into the line. Mobley's status is questionable. All right. So we talked about it. I like the Pistons at a plus 9.5. I'll show you the slip here. That's what I went with right there. You can see how expensive that is, even at a plus 9.5, because that's how much the line shifted already. Is that making sense, guys? Let me know. All right, let's go. I'm going to share one more, and I'll read the rest of this. So the Clippers, I actually love the Clippers in this position. Clippers are healthy. They're winning a lot more games than the Nets are. You can see the Clippers cover spreads. The Nets do cover spreads as well, so that's a little bit questionable. Williams is out here. What's his name? They have these injuries here. These guys really don't affect the Clippers. The line was at 11. Now it's at 12. So it's going towards the Clippers. The totals I'm not looking at. Despite the Clippers' poor record, that's not correct. 3-7. Oh, that's when they faced each other. So when they faced each other, the Clippers don't cover these spreads. But again, that's when they had a lot of injuries as well. And that goes all the way back to last season. So both teams have been good against the spread. Anyways, I like the Clippers here. And what I did is I bought it back some points because they're at like a minus 12. So I bought it back to like a minus 6.5. I'll show you the slip at the end of this. Hornets and Raptors, I'm not touching this game. I'll just read what it says. This is a battle between two injury-plagued teams. The Raptors have been much better ATS. They're missing several key players, including Barrett. This line moved towards Charlotte. So there's a lot of contradictions there. As you can see, that's what the reasons I'm staying away. The Warriors on the Pelicans, I like the Warriors in this position. You can see the 41 and 31 and then the 20 and 53. That's just their overall record. So the Warriors have won twice as much as the Pelicans. All right. You can see the Warriors don't cover spreads. They only cover the spreads 2 of the last 10. Pelicans cover half and half. Curry is questionable, so that's going to be a little bit of an iffy thing. I do like the Warriors, but I did say it on TikTok, but I'm not going to repeat it here. Actually, never mind. So now one major question and concern for me is I do like the Warriors, but they're definitely not going to cover the spread. The thing with this is that there's a lot of injuries on the Pelicans. However, the Warriors 2-8 is very concerning. But again, their line is all the way at, let's see. Their line is all the way at 14. Damn, that went up a lot. It was at a minus 11. Now it's a minus 14. You can see here. So the line opened 11. Now it's 14. And that means it was favorite. Now they're even way heavy favorite. So this is actually looking very solid. I'm not going to go through all the details here, but it's pretty much telling you that McCollum and Williamson is out. They have questionable as Curry is questionable. Significant line movement towards the thing, even though ATS is 2-8. So they've already factored all those numbers in. And then here's the slip, guys. So this is what I'm going with. I took this last night, actually. Clippers. Actually, I couldn't take it last night because the lines weren't ready yet. But I took this this morning. 6.5 and 6.5 for Clippers and Warriors. I did mention that I love the Nuggets. I did mention that I love the Nuggets, but I'm not touching them. I did a smaller bet earlier today with all 3 teams, which was just basically the best teams on the board right now, which is Clippers, Warriors, and Nuggets. So I put those 3 together on a small slip. If you guys want to tail that, that's cool. It's Warriors. Don't quote me on this one. This is just a little fun one if you want it. Warriors, Nuggets, and what was the other one? Warriors, Nuggets, and Clippers. All right. So that's 3 things you would take together. I can't even remember what the odds were. I don't even have the slip, but that's what it is, guys. So click on the link in the description, guys. Click on free. Make sure you're getting the free stuff. Also, click on where it says Discord. We've been putting a lot of stuff in there. I'm not going to get into it right now, but there's a lot of slips. Actually, I can put the slips here, and these are from the members. This is not even from me. Well, some of them are mine, but look at this. This is a slip from somebody in the Discord. This is another slip from somebody in the Discord. This is all the slips that I hit the other day. These are all the winning tickets, guys. Look at this. He had a massive day. Another massive day, or that's one play. There's another massive day that I had. So we put all our slips in there. We talk about the plays. We give you insights and stuff like that. If you guys are interested in that, again, go to the link in the description and click on Discord. I don't see any comments, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll go back and go through the rest of this slate, but I don't think I'm going to go with anything else. I'll go in here one more time. The Knicks and the Bucks is too many contradictions. I've already talked about this on the other channel. The Timberwolves should win this game. I'm not touching it, though. And the line is actually going on the opposite direction. So the line is going towards the Suns by 1 point. But the Timberwolves should win this game. I just don't trust them to cover. So I'm staying away from that. You can see the line is going the opposite direction as well. Utah Jazz and the Nuggets. The Nuggets are going to beat the hell out of these dudes. It's not even going to be close. The line's all the way like at minus 17. And they might end up sitting all their starters right here. These guys might sit most of their starters. You can see right here. Pretty much all their starters are questionable. So they're trying to make a game time decision on who's going to play and who's not going to play. And the reason that is also that they don't cover spreads. But the reason that is because the Jazz is playing pretty much their entire bench and they're on a back-to-back. So that's why I hit that up as a parlay with the Nuggets. The Warriors. And the Clippers. I hope that makes sense, guys. I don't know. I don't see my comments here. Let me see if I can see it on my phone. But for whatever reason, I don't know if the comments are delayed or whatever. Sometimes I don't see them. Sometimes I do. It's a little weird. But yeah, I don't see any comments, guys. So, all right. I appreciate every one of you that's here. I hope you got some value. I appreciate you all. And let's have another great day. I'm actually going to create a video on explaining some winning methods and strategies. I don't think I'm going to be doing too many more free videos. Maybe one or two, maybe one a day. But after that, I'm going to be basically focused on strategy. And also, if you guys are interested, click on the link in the description for the Discord. All right, guys, let's have a great day. Thank you.